We're going to be talking about how to time the whelp, whether it be a natural whelp or a C-section. This is critical stuff. This is the place I see the most errors made by experienced people, by veterinarians, by repro vets, where they get the timing wrong. And the consequence of this are puppies are born prematurely, especially we're talking about C-section here. Consequence of this is that puppies start dying 2 to 5 days after they're born. You can lose an entire litter. And it is completely avoidable. But you need to understand this stuff, because if you don't, you will fall prey to bad advice taking puppies early because it's convenient for the vet or because they don't understand the process properly. So let's talk about what are we going to be learning in this section. So we're going to talk about typical pregnancy. Let's find out what's going on with the dog. What are the signs that whelp is coming soon in terms of the way the dog behaves, what the dog's doing, what the discharge is, how many days we've got from when we AI the dog, and what the PG levels are. So we're going to go into this in some depth as to what a typical pregnancy will look like, so you know where your starting point is. Then we're going to talk about why things go wrong. It's not obvious as to why things would go wrong, and it's not obvious what the consequences are. But by the time you finish this module, you'll understand what the dangers are so that you can pay attention and get everybody on board to do this correctly. Let's talk about preparation for whelp. Whether this is a natural whelp or whether this is a C-section, it's prudent that you have the necessary stuff in place before whelp ever starts. Too late to do it afterwards, or at least you're scrambling at the wrong time. And there's people who say, oh, I'm going to have a C-section, I don't need any of that stuff. Yes, you do, because you don't know exactly when that whelp's going to start, and you might be caught with your pants down. So we're going to talk about what you need. Now we're going to talk about the outward signs of whelp, what a dog will look like, what a dog will be doing as it's getting close to the point that it's going to start going into labor, so you can identify that. Then I'm going to show you a natural whelp, how that goes. I'm going to show you a C-section so you get an idea about what their process is. And then we're going to talk about the disaster that this is all supposed to stop you from having, which is premature puppies. How do you recognize you've got premature puppies? How do you get ahead of the curve so that you can save those puppies so they don't all die on you? That's it. A few hours worth of stuff. I think you'll find this is very, very useful. I promise you, you're going to find stuff in here that you didn't know. And the sad part about this is when you finish this course, you will know stuff that a lot of vets don't know. Enjoy.